Hey everyone, it's Dawn Into the Deep, and today I am back with another video. So today I want to talk about the people who keep getting left in relationships. Now you may wonder, how is it that you're in a relationship and all your partners seem to leave you? You could be thinking, that is it because I'm a shitty person and that is why they leave me? Now, this video isn't going to speak to everyone because maybe you were the villain in your story. I don't know. But I'm talking about the ones who always try their best. Of course, not perfect, but you try your best nonetheless. It's a head scratcher, right? Because, they're the ones who lie and cheat and deceive, and then they're going to leave you. Of course, you're going to think, how does that make any sense? Now, anyone who has been through abuse knows that these relationships are the hardest to get out of because it creates a trauma bond. The same person who gives you your highs also gives you your lows. And just like a drug, when you come down, you are still chasing that high again. And it's only your abuser that can give that to you. But why do we always get left when we're the ones who try our best? So you try and do your best for your relationship. You try and be as caring and as fair as you can be, right? You always want to fix issues in your relationship. Well, this is the thing you have to know. This is good for a healthy person, but it's not good for a person with trauma who can be abusive. Let me explain. An abuser lives a life in mental torture. They do not like who they are, right? And so they always have to put you down, whether that's in overt or covert ways. They need to make you feel less than. They know you're a good person, and so they know you're liable to stick around and be trodden on. I'll get to why you do this later, but your abuser has to lie. They gaslight, manipulate, they live a false life, basically. They don't know how to be open and honest. And transparency is not something they seek. They don't think it's important in relationships. So when they're with someone who wants fairness, this makes it really difficult for them because all you do is come at them with how you feel and facts. You're basically telling them about themselves. You are essentially a mirror to them. If they're wrong, you're going to call them out. If they're not fair, you're going to tell them. If you know they're lying, you're going to speak up. And as loving and as kind as you are, you're not weak. You just see right and wrong. You're not perfect, but you are genuine. They cannot stand this in you. And so you have this back and forth in your relationships. And things are always going to be up and down because there can't be no stability in these types of relationships. There is them who keeps you off balance with their false reality. And then there's you who seeks to live in reality. It doesn't match. So you keep giving your abuser what they will call drama. So they get sick of you in the end and they end up leaving the relationship. Now let's get to why you stick around to be trodden on. Now the reason you didn't leave way before they had a chance to get sick of you was because of your own trauma. Because of your need to be wanted, loved and validated. So you settled for crumbs. You settled for someone who, when they promise you little things, they were always in the future. It was always about what they were gonna do in the future. You saw their lies and called them out. But you wanted to make it work anyway because you got attached to them. Your complaining of them you thought that it would make them listen to you and for them to take ownership and change like you. But this isn't them or why they get into relationships to begin with. And maybe they did make changes, right? But these were not real actual changes. And they were only changes to make it appear on the surface like they were trying to do better. But it wasn't like that at all. And so you had to keep calling them out. You didn't want to keep calling them out because you wanted love and peace. But they could not really give that to you because that's not who they are. Instead, You need to see them like a magician. What they are showing you is not what it seems, and you knew it. They just hoped that you would get tired of calling them out and give up. That's what they hoped would happen. But because you seek for what's right, your instinct is to speak up. And when you know something's not right, you can't help but speak up. The only responsibility you have to take accountability for, though, is the people you let stay in your life for much longer than they should. Know that when you're a good person, you get left for all the right reasons, because they're looking for a long-lasting fall, and that is not you. They knew it, and so they got out of there. Do not take it personally, even though it hurts. Heal your trauma, and so you repel these kinds of people just after speaking a few sentences, and not for them to even get close. I'll be back soon with another video. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone.